Listen, she is this life pure. Oh, love, yes, she is this one heart indeed. She lives to make you well and whole. She lives to free the soul from bondage. She lives to breathe fire into your heart, to make you die a beautiful death, and then rise like Christ rose as a spirit that was not to be touched by the world or suffering. She lives in you, friend, inside the heart, and she is still always like pristine waters. She lives there still, like the moment untouched. She lives there still, like music without a singer. She lives there still, like the full moon without cloud cover. She lives there still, like mind in its original state. She lives there still, like Shiv and Shakti in union. She lives there still, like night made day. She lives there still, like forgotten suffering. She lives there still, like Mauna. She lives there still, like the majestic mountain. She lives there still, like Kali in her naked state. She lives there still, like freedom made manifest. She lives there still, like Brahman, Buddha, Christ, and God. She lives there still, like a sinless presence. She lives there still, like timeless purity. She lives there still, like Ardhanarishvara. She lives there still, like a dreamless sleep. She lives there still, like a dreamless reality. She lives there still, like a dreamless ocean of one. She lives there still, like a sun full, with great rays of light. She lives there still, like a tree of knowledge. She lives there still, like the impersonal one. She lives there still, like love undivided. She lives there still, like love without attachment. She lives there still, like love that winds its way through all things seen and unseen. She lives there still, like a united heart that has nothing but joy within it. She lives there still, like a sunset ablaze with life and colors, so rich that one cannot look at it without feeling her presence. She lives there still like a river that runs without encumberments, but flows joyously on and on without end. She lives there still like a fresh breath of air that gives of itself and keeps giving and giving. She is like this, my dear heart, and how she does not take anything but the suffering away when the heart is open and rejoicing in her. She loves all that are open to her, and loves all that are closed in heart as well. But when the one that is open comes fully to her love, that is made of beauty and truth only, she will bless this one well, and give what is needed to burn the separate identity to ash. There is no understanding her way, as she is the fullness of all. How is the mind to understand this? Something that is beyond the limits that mind places on the soul. When one is open to her, she will be right there immediately, like an angel of light. She will be right there as a graceful presence, and take the barriers away that make one feel they are separate from God. For this is not right to believe that one is separate and is like a body and mind. This is not well at all, precious ones. But she will say to you with quietude and joy that you are one always, and you are like a still beautiful glow that is filled with rich wisdom. She will say this with stillness. This is how she speaks always to you, that you are free now and always. You are without thought and without worry and without doubts in truth, and you are like a light that is filled with joy. She is speaking this way now to you, dear. Can you feel it? Can you taste it? Can you see it? Can you touch it? Can you savor it? Can you love it? Can you breathe it? Can you let this be how it is? Can you forget yourself and let her be, and let her speak to that which is always whole? Can you?